Shirin, I know your work has been seen worldwide. It has touched many, many peoples. And I feel like whenever you step into a room and see the work, it's so powerful. And I feel like today everybody has had that chance to actually look inside their own soul when they see your work. We're showing 4 bodies of work, including the very first work that you did, the Women of Allah. And I would like to hear from you how that came about, because you were living in New York, you had come here as an art student, and then the Iranian Revolution happened.
I never tried to make the Woman of Allah my very first body of work. It never meant to be an explanation or a statement about the Iranian Revolution and the role of women, rather an Iranian living outside, coming back and raising many questions regarding the basic idea of the fanaticism of the government and the situation that transformed people's lives upside down, and the role of women. It was a study of a minority group of women who voluntarily became militant and believed in the revolution. We had the Green Movement in 2009, and there was this very euphoric period of all Iranian people thinking that there is a chance to bring democracy. The Book of Kings became a way to pay tribute to all the people who were did the uprising against the government, who many of them were killed or tortured. It was a conversation about the past and the present, about love and violence, about nationalism, patriotism, yet atrocity. And the original Book of Kings by Ferdowsi, which is from the 10th century, is an epic long book of poetry that also was really about the idea of heroism and patriotism and nationalism and people who were beheaded and killed. So it was a kind of talking about how history repeats itself. It came a moment in my life that I felt this notion of being displaced, this incredible sense of nostalgia that I had with Iran. It had to come to an end. And I felt suddenly that I need to turn my lens toward America, a country that I've lived longer than my own country, and perhaps my voice counts as an immigrant more than ever. We chose New Mexico. New Mexico is one of the poorest states in America, but is one of the most diverse states in America. And I thought it was fascinating to title this project Land of Dreams, a country that once we portrayed as a country where dreams came true, even myself and many people, as you know, and that this parody about the identity of a country that had now borderline being compromised. The Fury, another video that you have here. I shot The Fury because I've been obsessed about the sexual exploitation of women prisoners, particularly in Iran, and how systematically the Islamic Republic has been sexually, raping and men and women in prison as the best way to finally break down the political prisoners. But it's also partially about my life as an immigrant in New York, and how I feel that we belong to communities that these boundaries have broken, really. And it's just, we all need a sense of solidarity and empathy.